All right, we're going to start the Wareham Board of Library Trustees meeting. This is 6 p.m. at Tuesday, October 8th, here at the Wareham Free Library. And board members present are Rich Wolverton and Nancy Rice and Wendy Young, Library Director Patrick Marshall. Patrick Marshall is here, and Jared Fredrickson is here as a member of the public. And we'll get going. I can ask, does anyone have any announcements? No announcements. Okay. Jared, you're the member of the public. Do you have any public comment?
For me.
Okay. Then reports of the Friends of the Wareham Free Library. The Friends have 3 events coming up. October, there is the October book sale. And the dates are right here. They have the flyer already. So you want to copy those down. It's October 24, 25, and 26. And the Friends are always looking for help with book sales, especially setting up and taking down. Setting up is always the day before, the Wednesday before. Usually from March to November or October, the Friends have a book sale every month. Now, every 3 years or so, the Friends also have a jewelry sale in November. And that is coming up, that will be November 14, 15, and 16. And the Friends are accepting donations for their of jewelry and accessories from the public. Accessories being, say, gloves, scarves, pocketbooks, such. Okay. And even broken jewelry is accepted because crafters tend to buy that.
When are they accepting donations until?
Probably very close to the event. I don't have a specific date on that.
It's at least usually like a week before the event because they'll send off some to be evaluated.
We started collecting at the September book sale, so we've already got some things there. And there is a holiday fair coming up in December. I don't have a flyer for that, but the dates are December 5, 6, and 7. And we do we have an annual cookie sale, which we do when we're not in a pandemic, so that will be coming up, and that's always hugely successful. So the Friends are very busy, and as I say, always looking for help. I'm doing a lot for the library. As far as the Library Foundation, they had their meeting last week. They discussed their Bridge the Gap fundraising campaign, which they said was very successful. They are sending out their annual appeal letter in November. There is a new member of the foundation, Karen Hong, H-O-N-G, and they're very glad to have her. They grabbed her before we could. It came up at the foundation meeting that, well, actually, were you going to talk about the golf tournament?
I don't have any info on that yet.
Okay. The golf tournament will be Friday, December 27th and December 28th.
That's the mini golf.
The mini golf event here at the library, which has gone on for at least 2 years and is very well attended and a lot of fun. And there is a comedy night the foundation already has scheduled for.
No, they haven't decided on that yet.
Oh, they haven't. Okay. Okay. And that is all I have on Friends and Foundation. Patrick might talk some more about them. Wendy sent out the Well, first let me say, you sent out the revised, or you sent in the revised June meeting minutes?
Not it.
Okay, well, that's in process, okay. But you know where to send them now.
Yeah, I know where to send them now, so it'll get out this week.
Okay, that's fine. And we all should have received the June minutes. We all, this big group. It's September. Thank you. September minutes. Does anyone have any comment about the September minutes?
I move that we accept them.
Well, I'll second that. So we will accept the September minutes.
You need to take a vote on that.
Oh, take a vote. Everybody raise your
All in
hand.
favor, aye.
All in favor. That's your vote is unanimous. Okay. That brings us to the director's report.
All right, so you have the written report in your packets. Nothing to report with the staff. Building and grounds, we reopened here at the main library back on September 16th. The Spinney branch shut down beginning the 17th, and we've spent a lot of time kind of just moving items back and forth. Materials that were checked out from Spinney need to get brought back to Spinney. So we have to do that, get them put away, items here. Work was done here at the main library, obviously, to get us reopened. The AC shouldn't be a problem now because it's shut off for the season, and hopefully the town will begin to be able to have the time to take a look to do the larger work that needs to be done that was mentioned at the last meeting. Obviously, the goal right now is to get people to realize that we are back open. Obviously, usage has gone down quite a bit, and we're slowly building back, haven't lost the momentum from the summer. The programming was pretty light in September. It usually is anyways, but Miss Marcia started her fall story sessions, and she has seen good attendance. She's added in an extra Thursday morning session for those aged birth through 5 years old, because that program on Wednesday morning had been getting very crowded. And so hopefully this will kind of split things off, and she's seeing some new families, and she continues to do the family story hours on Tuesday night. We did have a program with the Wareham Land Trust in mid-month as we reopened, which saw about 30 attendees on Ospreys, which was really fun. And we also had a concert this past Friday with Sean Gaskell using the African Kora, which also had about 30 people in it. We have some upcoming, basically getting into the holiday season here for Halloween. This week we are teaming up with the Land Trust again to do a songs and stories by the bonfire at the Whitlock's Landing property on Glen Charlie Road. People need to register for that, but that's for all ages. This is our third year doing this program, which is always a lot of fun. We are working with the Buzzards Bay Coalition. I don't have the exact date. I think that's October 29th. And that is a story hour, again, another fire on Wickets Island. And the Buzzards Bay Coalition will shuttle people over there. That's, again, should be a lot of fun. And then we will be having here on Wednesday the 30th, excuse me, we'll be having a theatrical adaptation of Gothic Ghost Tales. It's a one-woman show where she does interpretations of 3 women-led horror stories of the Gothic years. She, being totally blanking on her name, but she was here before and did a program with us on sort of like a Downton Abbey tea, where she also did a, I want to say, Rita Parisi. What would come to me? Rita Parisi came here before doing a program as sort of like a Downton Abbey tea, as I said, and really does a great job, so that should be a lot of fun. And then there'll be some other, we'll be looking at activities for November and December. With regards to the budget, nothing, spending is pretty much about where it should be this time of year. Certainly we have questions. Town meeting is going to be held on October 28th, and usually the process for next year's budget will begin sometime after that. And lastly, the Friends of the Library, as Nancy had said, will be holding their book and jewelry sales coming up this month for the book sale, November, and as they've asked me to state, and you already did, but they are always looking for help and would love to see some people help out with setup and help with the sales and whatnot. Statistics-wise, you received, we just haven't been able to get all of the September stats together yet, but you did get in your packet the July and August ones that I promised you. So hopefully next month's meeting in November we'll be able to get, they kind of trickle out all of that first week of the month, and so it takes a little bit of time to get them together. But needless to say, what we are seeing is with the closure in August, usage of the library was down substantially, and we'll hopefully bring that back up. And then the only thing I would state on your financial report that you received, again, nothing is out of the normal, but with the financial report, the town and the accountants department and ourselves are finally kind of reconciled together. So we were off with some of the, doesn't change the overall budget, but in the expenses, some of the lines were different. So that you'll see the corrections on that, and which will result in some changes with, but again, the overall line item is, or the overall expense budget is the same. It was just how much was allotted to particular lines. And I think I mentioned last month we did get all the reports in for our certification, so we are certified and we don't have to worry about that this year. And my understanding is the state budget did increase the line item for state aid, so hopefully we'll see an increase as well, which is always pleasant. And that's all I have, unless somebody has any questions.
Is there anything specific at town meeting regards to the library?
Offhand, I don't know. There may be something. I haven't seen any of the warrant yet.
Okay.
There's nothing that we've put in. There may be something with the municipal maintenance with the work that needs to be done, but that goes through their department. And
So
again,
that goes through maintenance, not through the library?
Yeah, I just haven't seen a warrant or anything yet for it.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Old business, we have the library building update. Is there anything that we need to?
You kind of got that in the report
Yeah.
again.
That was
We're,
covered, yeah.
we're here.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah.
And then new business, is there anything about the collection development
So
policy?
my hope was to get a revised collection development policy to you all tonight. It is only about halfway done. So I will hopefully get that to you next meeting that you can take a look at to vote on the following meeting. And that's just, the goal has been to try to just look at policies and get them updated. It's nothing, we're not reinventing the wheel or anything, just updating it. It was last done in 2019, so we just want to make sure it's up to date. Yeah.
Sounds good. The next item under new business here is a recommendation to the Select Board of Jared Frederickson being appointed to the Board of Trustees and a possible vote. I just received Jared's application. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, so I don't know if we're at the voting stage yet.
Well, you would just vote that you would recommend him to the Select Board.
Right.
His application would go to the Select Board.
Can we do that right now?
Kind if you want, yeah.
I would certainly recommend Jared Frederickson to the Select Board. We would love to have
I
him on the
move that we
board.
recommend Jared Frederickson to the select board.
Does it have to be a move and a second?
All right. You have to,
So all in favor of that?
Oh, that was quick.
Terrific.
Well, it's easy to get votes done when there's lots of people.
We're very efficient here with 3 members. We do everything with dispatch. Yes. Yes.
So in general, my understanding of that, Nancy, is you would send that recommendation to the Select Board, and then they would schedule, if he has all his stuff in, they would schedule up their next meeting that they're able to appoint him.
Sounds great.
Perfect.
I will do that.
So,
Yeah. Will be a huge board with 4 members in the future there. Okay. Progress. The next agenda item here is any other business not reasonably anticipated 72 hours prior to the posting of this meeting. And I don't know of any. Does anybody have any any other business?
One thing I did want to bring up, which we could have brought up, is people may have noticed that the company that not only we use, but a lot of libraries use for calendar and museum passes they did an upgrade last Friday, and evidently it went so well that they've been down for most of the week.
Ouch.
Yeah. So they are back up, but it's kind of wonky. So things are looking strange on that. It's nothing that we control or can do. They are working on it. It is back up, and so hopefully that will be working. The other thing that we are looking into as well is adding on the ability for mobile printing. The printing software that we get or have received for the past few years is capable of mobile printing. So hopefully next month I'll be able to report that we are able to join the 21st century and you can print from mobile devices.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, since we have sped through our agenda here with such efficiency, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
As the only other thing is were we going to mention more about outreach or?
About outreach for the board? I don't think there's anything formal right now. I think we all kind of lobby when we see someone we would like to have on the board. We lobby to get more people on the board. There's nothing official that I know of. I don't know if we have any other candidates in the bullpen at this point.
Because Maura, you mentioned the holiday fair coming up, and I was like, if somebody's available to advertise for the board there a little bit.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
At the holiday fair? Well, that's a possibility. The holiday fair, though,
I mean, I know it's very busy.
that's a day in Wareham when I think there are 4 entities that have holiday fairs, and people usually try to hit all. They try to hit all 4 of them, so it's kind of like a subway rush hour here during the holiday fair. But I'll be here working the fair. I'll certainly put in a good word when I ever have a chance. Yeah, and we do that at book sales too. Yeah.
It's something I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
Good
makes
idea.
sense.
That's all I had.
Okay. The motion to adjourn from
I
anyone?
move that we adjourn.
Second it.
Okay, I guess we unanimous to adjourn. Well, thank you, everyone.
What time is it?
Thanks, Noah.
6:19.